about the estate, and I says, hell no, I just wanted to get it settled. I says, I can't take responsibility for the greediness that our brother says, yeah, well, that's true. And of course, time heals all wounds, but I mean, my God, my brother was playing a dangerous game. He's played a dangerous game for a long time.
I think the look on Aunt Lisa's face when Ian told them that we've been together for years and I haven't met Larry, and Ian said if he has it his way and not competing with Larry. And we also told them in the same breath that the family we do see, like you guys, we see and talk to a lot. Or just always stay in contact. I think maybe Aunt Lisa kind of put two and two together that anything from Larry, maybe she should second guess or something. Because I don't know if it's just me looking into it, but we told Aunt Lisa what Ian did, that we have nothing to do with Larry, because he's kind of negative and very toxic.
Yes.
So
you're better off not to.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but we've been very vocal about how much we adore you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we appreciate
you guys too.
We know, that's why we do it.
Best for everybody concerned, and we have tried to share our feelings with the girls and stuff. But
I'm so grateful. Brittany,
you just don't know.
Relationship.
I think it's just a hit or miss deal.
Like
and
I said,
I don't want our great niece.
I know I heard Brittany
not
and
to know
I
us, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to end up. That they're not going to.
It was a little heated.
Well, that's what I asked you.
Remember?
Did any of the girls
talk
to you at the
funeral?
No.
I forget what I said.
They're daughters.
If you want to know who it's fine. But Brad and Rose
they looked at us.
Gifts for you.
And talked to them.
That we were supposed to give to Erica, but Erica at the time.
See, this whole scenario is really
seems like Brittany
really bothers me because people are being hurt. The innocents are being hurt. They're not.
That's a great family.
But this is exactly what.
And I think Brittany just needed a friendly reminder.
Your father and I went through growing up too. This is like another generation of this.
That's all fair.
Because the Campbells could not get together. They ended up arguing. Then they argued, then they fought, and they drank cheap Thunderbird wine, which is probably the closest thing to motor oil that you could get your hands on. I mean, it was, and they would drink heavily. I mean, they would throw them down like there was no tomorrow. So the old issues came out, the family issues would come out, and my father and his brother would be arguing about World War II. My uncle was Uncle Harry that died in 1970, so you had no idea who he was. Fought in the Army and in the Pacific. Your grandfather fought in the Battle of the Bulge in France and drove a half-track in a Jeep. And he was also he was a sniper. He killed 23 Germans.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He also held in 1943, before he got shipped out, he was second at Fort Hood for a marksmanship, because that's what he used to do before he went into the military. That was his thing. He used to, go target shooting, plinking, and all of that. And he and the M1 Grand came in second. He was only beaten out by an Apache Indian. On the rifle range, doing all the various positions and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Your father knows a lot more about the military history of our father. My father never shared much with me about what he did or didn't do in the military.
Yeah.
So be it. Such is life.
I had a dream about camp, your parents' camp, the other day. I was remembering my aunt was up from Florida and we had the kids and we took a ride. We were going to New Hampshire to Storyland or something, and we rode by the camp and the kids were all hot and irritable, so we stopped at the camp and I let them go swimming there, not in the house or anything, just swimming in the lake. And mother and Lisa came up. They're like, "What are you guys doing on our property?"
It's a
It's
weird
like,
dream.
we just took a side of the house and went swimming with the kids, but we're not going in the house. We're not doing anything to it. And she says, "Okay, we're going out to breakfast and we'll be back." So we hightailed it out of there. But I was so embarrassed.
That was a dream?
That happened in real life,
Oh,
but I dreamt about it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, they were.
And we didn't hurt anything, and we were just stuck there for half an hour or so to let the kids cool down.
So maybe you can answer the question. Nate and Erica's wedding, was that at camp or was that?
We weren't there for the wedding. We were there for the reception. They got married during COVID with very few people there. And then they had the reception
Because of COVID.
a couple years
because of
later.
COVID.
Again,
Yep.
still piecing the past together. No. No. Again, you know, misunderstandings and not asking. Because I mean, like, wouldn't talk to him long before the reunion here. I'm glad, you know, at least we get that resolved. But
Yeah.
So you really think, Uncle Brad, someday people will seek me out, maybe years from now, about all the video footage? Because I've got hours. There's no shortage in video footage. And I'm not just talking about you guys or Eric, I'm talking about
what I am suggesting is that you ultimately make your stories, taking various aspects, you know, and putting it together and putting it in one story form. The only reason why I say you might want to keep your video footage is for purposes of taking bits and pieces to make one master story. You make one master story, you know, burn it to a flash drive and say, here's the family history over a period of time. That way, it's ongoing, you know, and you can add to it as time goes along or set up, you know, one family or another family and build it that way. But with the idea is that your nieces and nephews in this family have an idea of, you know, who the players were when they were little types, because I don't see any of us, maybe you guys over a period of time might down the road, you know, when they're older, you might, you know, get to know them, but I don't think Rose and I are gonna really be, you know, getting to know them. I mean, we're getting older and it's gonna reach a point where we're not really gonna care about, we'll just be taking care of ourselves. If you call, fine, you know, that's a great thing. If we see you maybe once a year or, you know, maybe on a holiday, great and fine, but I don't see the improvement anytime in the near future. So that's why I'm saying it. Plan for the future. Take your little segments, sandwich them together.
Yeah. You talk with your hands?
Occasionally, yes.
No, I know. But, yeah, Ian even said after we lost Erica, I think, yeah, about hours of video footage with her. Because it makes the grief so much
And
unbearable.
it's
Yeah.
the only family record that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, once you've passed, and all you have is what you have either in photos and video. That's it for memories. And then, you know, that will stimulate maybe a good experience from the past. But
I regret that I never asked my grandmother questions when she was around, you know, her life and what she did and where she came from and her relatives and stuff like that from Ireland. So it's regretful after a while.
that's why I feel very strongly about the family genealogy and friends and experiences. Because you only had one shot. And
I know.
if you don't preserve it, once it's gone, it's gone.
We still kept the sympathy cards you guys mailed for us after my brother and my mother passed.
Oh, wow.
From years ago, before we even got the house.